Hello, it's Easter Sunday and we've just witnessed round 7 of the 53rd Doeberl Cup. It's a tournament where Wely seems to go from strength to strength. In this round he beat India's Ramesh, who should never have lost an ending where he was slightly better. He pushed a little bit too hard. Suddenly Wely fought back. The ending was difficult for Ramesh to hold, and eventually a long and difficult rook ending was won by the Chinese second seed. So Wely wins, and the two players half a point behind him both went down. Anton Smirnov lost to Surya Ganguly from India. It was not a great effort by the 14-year-old from Sydney, but the big game was on board 3, where Loek van Wely lost to the Polish Grandmaster Bartlomiej Heberla, and it was a quite remarkable game. Heberla had played this opening before. We're looking at the crazy position from that game. It's one of these Queen's Gambit accepted main lines, well analysed in the Chess.com Masters Bulletin recently, where black sacrifices a rook down on A8 to get some counterplay against the black king. Certainly Heberla had played extremely quickly up to this point. He had barely used any of his hour and a half, whereas Loek van Wely was down under half an hour on the clock. And then suddenly on this move, Heberla froze. He spent an incredible amount of time thinking. When he finally woke up, he only had 9 minutes left on the clock, but he'd found a good plan. He castled, which you must admit you could do in less than an hour and 20 minutes. Van Wely immediately replied with rook f1, planning to bring his king back, and here Heberla's plan was revealed. He played e5. It's a clever idea. If the king goes back to g1, black can take, and white has no chance to take back because of bishop c5. So Van Wely had to grab a bit more material. He's way up on material and up on the clock, but it's not an easy position for white. And Heberla found a brilliant way to get through in the end. So h3 was played, knight came into d3, king went back, knight e3. Bishop takes, queen takes. It looks like swapping pieces off is only going to help white, who is so far up in material, but after rook d8, there's all sorts of problems here for white. Van Wely's chosen move, queen c2, lost absolutely brilliantly to knight e1 check. Take, 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 and now rook d3, not rook d2, which Van Wely was expecting. Rook d3, there's a mating attack threatened. The best Van Wely could come up with was rook here, check, rook check, winning the queen, and Van Wely won quite quick. Van Wely lost rather, and Heberla moves up to play Wely in the second last round with still chances to win the title. But it will not be Van Wely to win the Doeberl Cup again this year, and the top seed will be rather disappointed. This is the second year in a row that he's been outside the prize list, so it looks like he will finish that way. The round was generally according to seeding. The top Australians like Zhao Zhongwan succeeded in winning, but there are only really 3 players who can win this tournament. Heberla, who won today, also Ganguly and Wely. But Wely is a point clear. He will have to play Heberla in the next round. Ganguly has a tough game against Zhao Zhongwan. We'll see you after round 8.